of his career, but has a lower win rate than his career win rate. Therefore, he's bound on the champion.
That's the way it works. Oh, we get ourselves. Is that locked? That's the
Yorick. It's Yorick.
We get the Yorick.
Let's go! I love Yorick.
We have had.
You land your morning mist, the ghouls that are on the ground will spawn automatically and chase that target, but otherwise you need 3 of those graves. You see that little pink thing standing next to Kana? That's a grave. You need 3 of those to be able to spawn your ghouls. Here we go. They go for the tower dive. Kana goes in first. Dark Possession. Kana's locked under the tower. It will be a 1-for-1. In the exchange, a plate falls as well for Karmine Corp.
Yeah, so the problem here now is kill went over to the Yorick and not to the Chase. So the individual matchup going the side of Rogue, that is a problem. Adam will be able to teleport back towards that lane, get himself a combat item, gets himself a Sheen on the first back. That's a problem for Kana.
Engage happening onto Kalist as well, who uses the barrier, tramples Sun onto Execute into the Pulverize. Execute trying to dance back to Patrick, but can't get close enough. Karmine Corp.
I expect these things from you.
My facts aren't fun, they're only informative. I'm just here to educate, not entertain. But yeah, so Grob's going over to Karmine Corp. I did want to have a look at how the top lane, bot lane is going. If we get an opportunity to go down to Kana and Adam, haven't looked at it too much. You see the exchange being made between Yike and Malrang here. Rogue will get the first dragon of the game.
Why must we kill Wildlife? Why must we kill the Wildlife?
Well, Riot tell us to. That's what's happening here. Targamas coming across. Kana and Adam still trading. Dark Possession going down. Kana jumps onto Adam, but that Maiden's going to start doing a lot of work. Malrang dives forward. The follow-up from Execute as well, as Kana is the first to fall. Flash over from Vladdy, but onto the wrong side. He's going to get chased down by Adam, and Malrang can't quite get close enough. The win becomes likely not going to connect. Good knockup from Targamas. Execute dashes away. Yike in here with the cease and desist into the trample stun. There's the follow-up. Execute will fall. Vladdy almost taken down by the Maiden, but the Maiden dies in time. Has that early advantage on this fight. Already has the Sundered Sky complete. It has been a problem champion for Karmine Corp and for Yike himself.
The Zeri getting this much gold is disaster for Rogue, because while you are waiting for the Yard to get back, why is XQ walking on a turret?
Well, because he can! Because he can! He gets the quickness down!
No, he can't!
Well, no, he could. Just died.
True. Consequences of the actions he has taken. Yeah, that's a head scratcher. Goes under tower.
He's living up to his name.
Yeah, well, no, he didn't, because it wasn't even Execute. Just died.
Ah, true, actually, yeah.
We actually have a term for that in League of Legends.
What, dying?
Yeah, dying without the enemy champions.
Ah, true.
Yeah,
yes,
I know.
Yes.
We have all of the technology of words nowadays.
We do. Kalist's going to get the first tower of the game. And with it, about a 2,500 gold lead for Karmine Corp. They're in a very solid spot.
Now, the portions of that game, hang on a second, Kana might be jumped
target.
On multiple people here.
Doesn't have flash. There's the Dark Possession, and he's on the wrong side of it. Gravity well there for the follow-up. Maiden comes down as well, just to make sure that Kana is dead.
Other side, see how quickly Adam can return fire from the bot lane turret.
You see Kana, just backs off immediately, and Adam should be able to take that tower. He's got the Triforce complete. Sheen proc with the last rights. Not quite enough. Dark Possession coming out. Kana being very greedy here. Stepping up, and he didn't know where the enemy jungler was at all. That was good from Adam and from Malrang. Malrang staying around even after the tower was low, but a little greedy. So it's not the end of the world, but it was just really greedy for a wave. You're never going to keep that tower standing with Adam already pounding on it. You lose the Drake towards this bottom side as well. So second dragon of the game over to Rogue, but you do have the
Herald wants as well as Neferi, where the dogs are actually bigger than Neferi at that point. He doesn't have a big Maiden this time though. Gets the Eon swim.
There's a Maiden nearby, but she has to take the long route round, and Adam realizes he's currently Maidenless. The Maiden will come in after he dies, and will follow suit.
Anyway, and we have to see a continuation of KC just full court pressing.
Oh, Patrick! Killer Instinct onto Kalist here. Kalist pops the barrier. Yike coming in from the side as well. Vladdy then flanks. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna say the Killer Instinct was subtle if they lose this game. It is incredibly unlikely that they do so. Everything would have to fall in their favor. Kalist gliding away from Execute there as he surfs across that little bit of terrain. The flank is happening here from Vladdy. Patrick spots him though as he tries to get around. Kana landing a shot blast as Karmine Corp have started up the Atakan. They'll still give you that magic and armor shred if you tank it up, so they want to be a little bit cautious. Yike goes in, punches the Maiden, the engage from Execute with the lightning crash, and Kana's follow-up is sublime. Vladdy diving in as well, as Malrang is the second target for Karmine Corp. They find two. Oh my god, Vladdy's damage is insanity! He kills off Patrick Larson, the one he's chasing down now. The shot blast not quite enough as Kalist will eventually kill Adam. That was just the unexpected Akali is the deadliest apparently. It's just an assassin for a reason.
Random bits and pieces of gold from Rogue over time, bleeding them out.
Ultra Shock plays into Shock Blast, gets Patrick down to a third of his HP. Carmine Corp will take another tier 2. Second of the game. Kana's pushing through mid. There's a wave on its way. And you can see Carmine Corp take the quick route through the jungle to try and take down another turret. Shouldn't be too much for them to do. Execute. Oh, he's flanked here. I mean, that ward that I initially pointed out was cleared out, but they have enough vision around it that they can see Malrang as he steps forward in the jungle. Execute goes in, and again, the grand entrance is purely ceremonial. Doesn't quite land the knocker. Malrang dashes forward. Shock Blast is going to connect. Cease and desist onto the backline. Knocks Malrang back. There's the lightning crash. And it might be done without a Baron even needing to be slain. Execute flashes away, but the rest of his team cannot escape the clutches of Vladdy. A double for the Akali. Kalist dives in onto Adam. He'll fall as well. Carmine Corp find 4. The only one still standing is Execute.
Teleport to the bot side from Kana as well. He kills turrets very quickly with this build, by the way, with the lethality. And it's like Rogue just weren't even there on top side. KC starve out vision and camps and gold, and they've bled out too much now of Rogue. They try and contest for a brief moment, they had no leg to stand on.
And it looks like Carmine Corp don't think they can end off this push. It is shortish. Death timer's only 26 minutes into the game, so they'll go double inhib, or at least inhib tower and a single inhib. You can see Kalist and Yike on your minimap are doing the Baron, so should be able to secure this one without any real contest from Rogue. Malrang's running down on the bottom side. It would be a mammoth task if somehow he manages to steal this. Obviously impossible. Carmine Corp will take the Baron.
That is a dangerous angle.
Unseen Vladdy is the deadliest. Malrang jumps in, double knock-up as well. The follow-up, though, from Vladdy and Patrick is Pop Trick as Execute the next target. Perfect execution here from Carmine Corp and perfect execution from Vladdy. Even manages to land the Proto Belt at the end. Carmine Corp once again find 4. Adam, I mean, you're on vision, my dude. You're spotted out. Actually, maybe hugging the wall means that he isn't seen. Kana and Vladdy will make the march to the Nexus as Carmine Corp will secure their 6th win of spring and a spot at the top of the table.
KC came in today with a couple of worries about them. A couple of series just before the break. It felt like they weren't clean. They were falling behind in the early game. Of course, against Rogue, they wanted to show their best side. I think they snowballed magnificently.
That they did. Game 2 much cleaner than game 1, but still a solid performance from Carmine Corp. For Rogue, commiserations. Their hopes very much not in their hands. One more series for them to play on.